What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. I am about to get Hollywood from Boston, so just bear with me. Let him come on here, and we got some exciting news going on. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booked until March 2022, so I do have some cancellations, so please don't wait to the last minute. I had a couple people wait until the last minute, and then they were upset with me, but you can't be upset with me. I'm sorry. So let me get Mr. Hollywood. All right, so I sent the invite. As soon as he accepts it, we will start this Iccy Show. Check out the other interviews this week. I had Marvin from Boston 617. Bible studies on Tuesday, then today this show. And on Sunday we had a show too, so you can just catch up during the week. And stay tuned this weekend. Shout out to everyone that's coming out to the cookout today. We're throwing a cookout down for the kids in the block. Me and my neighbor. I'm actually in the middle of cooking, going back and forth, doing everything. So salute. I'm just giving him a second to come on here. It's a beautiful day out there. What's going on, Queen Star? How you doing? Nice to see you on here. Appreciate you. Hope everything is well with you. We got California turning in right now. We got Boston in here right now. Definitely. Here we go.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Iccy Show. How you doing, Mr. Hollywood from Boston?
I'm good. Yourself? Finally connected.
Yes.
Yeah, you just popping up on the radar screen. What's going on? What's popping?
Nothing much. I appreciate you. We were actually supposed to be on your TV station today.
Yeah.
But things got a little hectic on my side, so we rescheduled that until December. So I'll definitely be on your TV station.
Sounds good.
Know a little bit about you.
Where do I start? Well, back in the day, I got my first start in video. I had this show called Video Flavor back in the 90s. And I got started at Boston Neighborhood Network Television. And, you know, it's a long story, but I met up with Maurice Starr, and he introduced me to all the record labels. That's how I got in the music business. And I just got certified as a producer, and I started producing all these video shows, R&B, top 40, hip hop. That's how I got started. And all that time, you know, the technology changed. A lot of things happened all at once. You know, when it rains, it pours. That was the first pandemic that I ever encountered, which was the internet. And everything was done in analog. BNN used to do things back in the day, like, you know, old fashioned, but all that's changed. So now I'm on a whole different level. I'm pretty much trying to start my own network. I'm in the process of launching.
Oh, technical. You broke up a little bit on there.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. But what I was saying is, now that I made a transition, I'm actually trying to start my own network, which is Bean TV. You can check my website, for those of you, is thebeantv.com. That's thebeantv.com. And check out who we are, what we do. We got a little history in Boston. We're about to just do big and better things and try to represent all my peeps. Everybody's got shows, you know. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that's trying to do it big. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any particular artists that you're working with in Boston right now?
I worked with Don Hazel, of course. I had him on the show once or twice. I'm actually going to be doing an event, and he's actually performing at one of my events. I'm actually going to be filming, and that's not until July of next year. So he's going to be on stage. I got JC going to be on stage. I got a lot of cats I'm working with. Tony Wilson. You know, I've done interviews. I'll be doing filming live. You know, Chanel Sugar, all the the artists in Boston, some of the hip hop groups, cats from New York are getting calls like, come on, Liv, you need to come back, get the video show back up and running, blah, blah, blah. So it's a lot of stuff going on. And I'm just trying to be a part of it. But I got to represent my
Are
people
you
because my
working with,
go ahead. What
I
was you saying?
apologize. I apologize. I thought you were done. You
Mm-mm.
could finish.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Um, but when I first started the video show, it almost like started at the top because when Maurice Starr introduced me to all the record labels like MCA, Warner Brothers, Interscope, we had a contract with Death Row Records when Dr. Dre and Snoop got signed, and when Tupac joined, we were part of that whole campaign. So it's almost like I started at the top with all the major artists. So I didn't have a chance to represent my people from Boston. It's almost like I said, it started at the top. And now I have an opportunity to give back and try to represent my local artists. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. So things have worked out for the better. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's awesome. I like who you were working with when you first started, and now you're definitely about your peeps, like you said. So Boston, you're putting on. I love that. I love to hear positive things about Boston, and
Yep.
Boston. It's our turn now. There's a lot of great talent in
Yeah.
Boston, and I feel like a lot of people in Boston deserve to have an award. Um,
Oh yeah, definitely.
consistency is very important. And
Mhm.
if you're, how do you say this? You're complete
What's
in all
that?
the categories. That's how I would say.
Mm. Yeah. Trying.
Yes, you're definitely
Trying.
doing that. So you're like an OG for Boston 617, like Mr. Thompson. You guys all both
Yeah,
putting Boston on. He's putting it on for the movies for Boston
that's it.
617. You're doing it for the artists on the TV station, which is awesome. We
Yeah.
appreciate you having that.
Thanks. Yeah, trying to keep doing it. Got to keep it moving, because this is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that has talent wants to express their talent. They need to come out here. There's plenty of opportunities. Your media, you got the social media, you got everything popping. So it's not just a one way anymore. There's plenty of opportunities and different accessible platforms people can be a part of.
Yes,
To make it known. So,
yes,
but yeah,
definitely. I really like that. I'm actually my Icy show is gonna stop being on TV. I've been saying it, but I've been caught up in a lot of how do you say music videos and movies and
mm,
web series. It's going so
mm,
fast, like how you say, you start on the top and then how you go. But I started on the bottom and still trying to climb up. So
hey, you'll get there. Just got to keep climbing. Like I said, you got to keep it moving. Keep representing your people. You'll get there. Takes time, but you'll get there.
now, if
It took
someone
me
wants
a
to work
long
with
time.
you out of state, are you willing to work with them, or is it just for Boston you're putting on?
I'm willing to work with anybody from. I don't care where you're from. Because it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because I've worked with uh, groups like, well, there was this one cat. Damn, I actually forgot his name, but he's old school. Actually, Gangstar back in the day. Um, there was a group called Phase Three. They were from Boston. I
Yeah.
videotaped that when they won this contest at the Showtime at the Apollo. But again, this is back in the '90s, so I mean that you're talking ancient history.
I'm a
Um,
70s baby, so I remember.
uh, yeah, Method Man, Redman, who else? Memphis Bleak, Jay-Z, when he had the Hard Knock Life tour, the Fleet Center back in the day, Monster Jam. I think the biggest event we covered was Source Hip Hop Music Awards back in 2000, 2001, when
Awesome.
when P. Diddy and Janet Jackson and Lil Kim walked the red carpet.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, those like I said, Busta Rhymes, Violator. Again, this is all ancient history.
Mhm.
So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
you know.
What is the biggest show that you could say that you're like, wow, I was a part of that?
Source Hip Hop Music Awards.
That's
That was the
awesome.
big. That happened in 2001 and 2002. No, I'm sorry, 2000, 2001 at the Pantages Theater in LA. Like I said, that was Lil Kim, Janet Jackson was walking the red carpet. P. Diddy was yelling, screaming. "Ah, yeah." Everybody had a good time. Mike Tyson was there. He had his own record label for a while called Tyson Records.
Yes.
Um, Jermaine Dupri, all them cats, Ludacris, all them cats were just like floating around. I was like, damn, I think that's the biggest show, my biggest accomplishment to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I
Definitely.
have to say that's the biggest. I have to say that's the biggest.
Where can they
You know,
find your beats if they want to purchase your beats?
beats. I don't do beats. It's just a
Oh,
show.
oh no,
It's
I thought you said you did producing in the
no, no production, just television. You know,
Oh, I
video, television. No
apologize.
beats.
I thought you
No,
said
no, no.
I
No,
apologize.
no, 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 no. But
If
there's
they,
one cat named Mike D. He used to do beats. He had a show called Funky Beats. His name was Mike D. And his show was about teaching people how to do, beats in their houses.
oh, that's awesome.
Again, yeah, Mike D. It was called Funky Beats. I mean, the show's gone now, but I think he might be still around. Him and
Okay,
Trey.
okay.
And because they, like I said, he used to teach people how to, put beats together from your homes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, this dude used to get busy in the basement telling people, what kind of equipment to get, how to hook it up, things like that. Again, this is back in the day. We had Al McFarlane from Strictly Hip Hop, Wayne Barrows of Hip House, Larry Manigault from L Showcase. Again, this is all ancient history, but these are people that put it down, been down from day one. And, maybe you should get one of them as a guest so you can get a little history, a taste of where hip hop all started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Going back as far as Sugar Hill, and the list goes on. you
definitely.
know. But yeah, yeah, it bring back a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Yeah, you took me back for a minute, but
Are
yeah,
you
I'm here now. So
are you looking to be an actor in any of Sonny's movies right now?
I actually played a TV host when I interviewed him in the movie The Rise and Fall, and I played a TV host like I was interviewing him, and you know, um, he was coming out, him and Jonathan Gates. I was like, damn, so what's all this noise you're making, man? Everybody's got these people running, coming at Don Hazel, the rise and fall. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to him, and Sonny's involved in a lot of things. And because you remember, he used to sing, he was a
Right.
musician. I don't know if you know this,
Yes,
but
I
he
know.
back
Those
in the
in the
day,
studio.
he was the lead vocalist for this group For Your Pleasure. And matter of fact, at the Urban Music Awards, I forgot to mention this, but back in '06, I presented him with his award, the Best Gospel Album of the Year, at the Urban Music Awards at
Oh, that's
Berkeley
awesome.
College when I hosted the red carpet with Sandy Sosa. And that, again, that was back in '06. And so I known Sonny for like 35, almost 40 years. And I produced his first music video with his artist he was working with called Fever. So just another history right there.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I've done a lot of things. I got a little history here, boss.
How'd you find out
But
about the Iccy Show?
I saw you on. I said you pop up on all the radar. I see every time I go on Facebook, I see Iccy Show this, Iccy Show that. Jackie Brown this. I was like, okay, I got to meet this woman. I got to find out who she is. And I see all your show, pretty much all of it. And you just had Marvin Gaye on. You
Yeah,
had a couple other cats. I was like, oh wow, oh shit, she's doing it big. So and I try to represent. I also know I had a pleasure to meet. Well, I haven't met him yet, but Victor Santiago from Don Vic. I talked to him a couple times, and I'm actually thinking about getting him as a guest, and, vice versa. And Pretty Poison, I've had her on the show.
yeah. Pretty
Um,
Poison. Shout out to Pretty Poison. She's been
yeah,
going
definitely,
since
definitely,
'67.
definitely, definitely. These are people that's putting it down. These are people that they got talent. But the only problem in Boston. See, the only problem in Boston, everybody back in the day when I was out there, people always said if you want to be successful, you got to go to New York, get a record deal, because in New York you get signed to a deal, you consider to be you made it. But in Boston, you have a lot of talent, but there was no venues for them to express that talent. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And that's still the problem. We're still like what, number 6 on the roster, you
right.
know. But unfortunately, in New York, you can't really, because the record industry is pretty much gone. They just become dinosaurs, along with public access television. But that's a whole different story. But yeah, everything's changed now, so everybody's pretty much independent.
Yeah,
Independent television, independent labels, are, you know. But that's the problem in today's market in the industry. It's just everything's totally independent now. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Shout out to
but
New
yeah,
York. They actually They actually support me a lot. Shout out to Boston.
Okay.
A lot of
Yeah.
people support me, different countries and states. So, um, wherever I go, I always rep Boston 617, and I'll be standing out. They be like, "Oh God, she's from Boston." Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
Boston. Where you think I'm gonna be repping your city or state, wherever you're from? No, I was born in Cambridge, and I'm gonna rep
Okay.
Boston because that's who.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm listening. What was you saying? You were born in Cambridge?
Yes,
You're
I was
from
born in
Cambridge. Okay.
Cambridge,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
always rep Boston wherever I go.
Okay. That's
Shout
good.
out to
That's good.
GTF
Good.
Radio, Brooklyn, New York. Tune in tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with Virgo G. I
Okay.
host with her usually, but I got a lot of things going on these Wednesdays, so I haven't been out there in New York. But New York, I was in New
Mm,
York last weekend, but I'll be out there co-hosting with her soon.
okay. I got a plug. There's this lady, a good friend of mine, and actually she's an acting teacher. She works with John Casablanca and actually JC Films. And for those, can I give a plug or what?
Oh yeah, of course. This is your
Okay.
platform right now.
All right. But this is what I want to say. For those of you who are, like you mentioned about acting, for those of you who have talent, you're interested in getting on the big screen, or if you just want to stay local, you need to contact Miss Kim Singletary. Her number is 623-219-7321. Or you can go to her website at ksenterprises.com. That's ksenterprises.com. And remember, enterprise spelled with a Z for more information. So if you want a course in acting, go to the best. Call or click today.
She was on your show a couple weeks ago, right?
Actually, yeah, we was talking, and I told her I'd give her a plug, and we give each other a plug because she does television. She was back in the day one of the hosts I used to have back in the day. Again, ancient history. It was like the Video Flavor show. We was actually in a movie together.
Oh,
We was both an extra in this movie called What's the Worst That Can Happen with Danny DeVito and Martin Lawrence.
oh,
So,
okay,
but she's always been an act. She likes acting and she likes teaching because that's
okay.
something she enjoys. And that's how I got involved. Not really being an actor, but yeah, that might be something I might be interested in taking up at some point, to spin off what you was asking me before. But yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I could see you doing it. I could see you being the OG gangster in the movie or
Ah,
OG in the industry. You never know. It starts off something like my first acting was with Sonny, and my
yeah,
career
you played
kicked
Big
off.
Red, right?
Yeah,
You
Red
played,
for Don
yeah,
Hayes in
yeah,
the gangster movie. Yes, I
yeah,
represented
yeah.
Tony Kings in the movie. But
Okay.
um, as soon as I did that movie, that took 9 months to record, and I'll tell you, ever since then, now, what's up, Adam? What's up, Wally? Everybody
Hmm.
that's tuning in. Now my career
Hmm.
has kicked off like crazy, crazy. I can't even tell you. I already did my own tour from June until September, and now I got a lot of opportunities in different states. Like in next year in June,
Okay.
I have my own movie. They're giving me my sci-fi movie. Um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so I'm doing some big things. I already got so June 2022, I'll be in Texas filming for two movies. One's a sci-fi
Mm,
movie. Will be Arkansas in Texas, and then my own movie. It's like Colombiana. So stay
that's
tuned.
good. Ooh,
Hmm.
that's cool. See,
Yes,
I told you you're doing big things. I like that. That's cool.
thank you.
That's real cool.
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
and I
But yeah, we
appreciate.
need to stay in touch.
Yes, definitely,
Now, go ahead.
definitely. Anything I can help you with, or you anything you got promotion, inbox me.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I want to give a shout out to my man Ezekiel Rollins, aka Seven Sins, Guy Legacy, Don Vic. Y'all need to check out the Don Vic show. Port Pretty Poison, Melly Mel, Mr. Marlon Genus. I don't know, Marlon Genus from 617?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's working on the movie called The New Jack City Part 2, just in case, the real G Money. So I
I
want to give
actually
a shout out
filmed
to,
with him. I filmed with him. I did a scene for that movie actually, and
oh,
when they did it last year in Boston,
Yeah.
It was a part of that filming that night, but they didn't use that scene
Oh, okay.
from that part. Jimmy Kane was there, a couple of his
Mm-hmm.
artists from Wu Tang, they were there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Oh,
good.
okay.
I was actually surprised they didn't use it, but it's not.
Mm. Yeah. Give a shout out to everybody that's in the game. You know, my man Concrete, C1, you know, Mr. Joseph Bay, Maurice, Clive Davis, everybody that's been down from day one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I didn't get a chance to do this before, but I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? But
Definitely.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, thanks for having me on.
I
And
appreciate you. Let them know where they can find you. Give them all your social media.
yeah, well, first, anybody wants information on what we're doing, there's two shows I'm producing. One is called Community Insight, which deals with programs and services being offered in Greater Boston and surrounding communities, such as educational development, okay, veterans programs and services, affordable housing, things like that. That's community, okay. Now the second show is called Entertainment Profile, is a spinoff from Video Flavor. Only this show is going to be more detailed and more in depth about how the entertainment industry works, rather sports, comedy, fashion, radio, TV, and film. It's a big show, but again, this is something that I'm putting together. It's going to take time, so we're working on that. But like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You know, again, the website is thebeamtv.com. That's thebeamtv.com. We also have
Beantown.
current events. Huh?
I said
Yeah.
Beantown.
That's it. That's it. And we also do current events. We list all up and coming events from Boston to Timbuktu. You know, whether it's nightclubs, we do bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, wedding receptions, all kind of events. So you can give us a shout. You can see it yourself, all the events, and get your events up. You know, let us know. You know, we'll get them out. We'll get the word out. You know, that's what we are. This is what we do. You know, we're trying to get up there, jump over BET.
Yes,
You
definitely.
know, but time has come, you know, but we're doing big things, you know. Took a long time, but we're just about to get here. We're about to get here, you know. But
That's
I'll give a shout out to Don Hazel. My man's doing big things, and everybody that's out there, you know, repping, you know, keep it moving.
mhm.
And but
Definitely.
yeah, what else is popping?
Nothing much. Do you have your
You
own
gotta
clothing line?
No, not nah. Fashion is not really my thing. Although I know people that's in fashion, like my man G Boss. Um, you know, but I'm not really a clothing type. I mean, I like nice clothes, but I don't see myself trying to start my own clothing line. I just don't see that. Some things you're good at, some things you have a knack for, some things you just have to kind of like push to the side, and that just happens to be one of them. But although I do like, you know, nice clothes, you know what I'm saying, but that ain't my thing. So
I
I
could
really
see
don't
you
see
coming
myself.
out with some, the old style Kangoo. I mean Kangoo.
Okay.
Yes, those type of hats with your name with the logo
Oh,
on the side. I could see you coming out with something like that, like a pimp style
yes.
type.
Oh, snap. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Bring
but
it
that's
back,
not
bring
really
it
my
back.
thing.
That's what you bringing it
Huh?
back. You need to bring it back with something like that. So be like, bam,
Yeah.
Boston, we're back.
Yeah. 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 Sounds like a good idea. I'd have to talk to a couple of my friends, be like, hey, listen, I want to pitch an idea to you. But
And
yeah, um, yeah, I got a couple of friends I got a friend that owns a salon on Newberry Street. Oh, I want to give a shout out to my friend Shelly. Just celebrated my birthday just a few days ago.
happy
Um,
birthday.
thanks. She's got a salon on Newberry Street called Salon Monet. So shout out to the staff over there. They take good care. You know, she specializes in hair coloring and extensions. So, you know, Salon Monet, 176 Newberry Street and 168 Newberry Street.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
cool.
yeah, Salon Monet. Special shout out. Um, but
Go get
yeah,
your hair
we
done,
do.
ladies. Is it unisex, both female and male that you can get your hair done over there or no? On the virgin.
Yes, yes, both. Yeah, both male and female. Yes,
Oh, cool.
and she takes walk-ins too. So, but
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
she's on
good.
Facebook. So you may, you know, check her out. And I think
Definitely.
Salon Monet is actually on Facebook too. So check them out. You'll see.
All right.
Yeah, right on the bird. Yep, yep,
All right,
yep,
cool.
yeah. Um,
When's your
trying to
next
think.
show?
The next show is actually the 22nd. Actually, the next show I have is with Taylor Andre. And she got the radio show Wake Up with Taylor Andre, and then she is also into real estate. So we're going to be talking about pretty much the home buyers program and how that works in today's market and stuff like that. After that, I have James Hills from Drive Boston and Aaron Casey from 323 Productions. He has his own TV network too in Boston, which I got to give him a shout out. And after that, let's see, I'm booked all the way through December right now. I'm looking at getting Victor Santiago, maybe Guy Legacy back, and maybe a couple of other artists to follow up from like Joe Casso, who's a producer. Maybe get some people back on to follow up from some of the projects they've been working on before we move forward on
Shout
to
out to
bigger.
Guy. Shout out to Guy. Definitely, definitely. I give a
Yeah,
shout out to Guy.
yeah, yeah. So we're trying, takes time, trying to get ready for 22.
Yep.
21 is done.
There's a lot of
That's it.
selfish people though. Be careful. Be
Mhm.
careful who you're rocking with. There's some names. Be careful that you just mentioned. There's a lot of
Mm.
snakes. You know what I'm saying? So be
Oh,
careful.
right, right. Okay,
I'm
okay,
giving
yeah.
you. I know for one of the names you mentioned, personally
Oh,
experienced. Watch out for that
oh,
person.
okay.
So
Oh, okay,
they're out for
okay.
themselves. So don't think everyone's your friend in
Oh,
this industry
okay.
because they'll stab you in the back or shoot you in the back.
Mm.
So
Right,
the name
right.
there's a
Mm.
name you just mentioned. I don't rock with that person. They know that I don't rock with them. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? People do stifling
Mm-hmm.
things, and I don't rock with people like that. And just be careful because they
Mm-hmm.
might try to shoot you in the back or stab you on some real stuff.
Hmm.
That's how
Right,
this
right.
industry is. So be careful.
Okay, okay. Yeah, good looking out.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
All right. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's no, as far as I know, Video Flavor has no plans for reunion because videos are so scarce now, and with the labels not really promoting getting the videos, it's not like it used to be. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll see a reunion for Video Flavor anytime in the near future. So, because I know people have been asking about it, when are you gonna do a reunion for Video Flavor? I'm like, but I just don't see it happening. Although Donnie Simpson from BET is actually relaunching Video Soul after 25 years, he's relaunching. But all that's going to be old school top 40 R&B hip hop of the 90s. None of the new stuff that's out now. I can tell you that.
I like
But
the
I,
old school music too because uh like 80s music, that's baby
mm,
music. You could always be like, oh, certain artists, you could be like, bam, I remember that, and go to
right,
weddings, you still hear them.
right, right. Mm, yeah. Yeah, because there's always a demand for the old school R&B top 40 like Blackstreet, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Tupac, Biggie, Craig Mack, all of them when they came out, everybody's still feeling them. They're still rocking them.
Yep.
Whatever radio stations that's playing their music, but there's still what's happening. I want to give a shout out to my man Drew Johnson, the DJ Black from way back.
Yes,
Um,
Mr.
yeah,
Black on the ones and the twos.
yeah, man. He does it, he puts it down.
He
He's been
deserves an
doing it for
award too.
decades. Yeah, so, but yeah, yeah, to all those who are making things happen, give a shout out. And, hey, it is what it is. Again, I appreciate you having me on. And for those of you, check us out, thebeamtv.com. That's thebeamtv.com. Check us out. Find out what we're about, you know.
Definitely
Keep it
go
up.
see Mr. Hollywood. Get on his TV station. He's making noise for Boston. He's putting Boston 617 on the map, back on the map. People say Boston has a curse. It doesn't have the curse. There's a lot of great talent in Boston 617, and we're expanding. We're going everywhere. We're going state to state. And like he's in Boston, there's other artists from Boston that are going out there and they're putting Boston on by putting shout outs to Boston 617. And anything I got, I always put up. Today's the last day. If any artists, especially from Boston, if you want to perform on Halloween at Hall of Fames in New York, Jamaica, Queens, the slots are $150. Comes with 4 complimentary tickets. Get on that. Today is the last day. There's only a couple sign-ups for you artists. Make sure. Don't waste on that. I hosted a couple weeks ago out there, and the turn-up was amazing. They show nothing but love out there. So salute to everyone that is coming out on Halloween at Hall of Fame. Your girl G Girl is hosting that big event, so don't waste your time on getting on that.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds really good. Sounds really good.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on the show. I'm about to rock, get myself together for another little episode, as Dr. Dre used to say. Just chill to the next episode. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for having me on, and let's do it again sometime.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hollywood from Boston 617. Shout out to Mr. Sandman, my producer of my movie. He's on here out in Texas right now. Shout out to everyone. Eloise, Mr. Mary. We got Mossberg, Swerve, Eloise in the building. Everyone that's tuning in. They're on here for you, Mr. Hollywood, Boston 617. I appreciate you.
Right.
And I look forward to working with you in the future and being in person on the show. What day am I going to be on your show? December, what was it?
Wednesday, December 1st. Hopefully, that's a tentative date because of everything that's going on with the construction and everything. So we're hoping that will subside, but if they change, I'll keep you posted anyway. If anything, we'll do Zoom or we'll do the same thing again. But either way,
I hope to be in person on your TV station.
Yeah. Oh, we'll make it happen. One way or the other, we'll make it happen.
Okay, I appreciate you coming on here. I appreciate everyone that tuned into the Iccy Show tonight. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booked until March 2022. So I do have a couple of cancellations, so inbox me. I'll let you know those dates. We have a lot of things coming up. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I'll be at Salvation Army in Haverhill, Massachusetts, helping the unfortunate people that can't have a Thanksgiving dinner. So make sure if you want to be a part of that, inbox me. I'll tell you when that is. And I'll see everyone on Halloween, and have a blessed night, Mr. Hollywood.
All right. You have a blessed one. Everybody, shout out thebeantv.com. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Iccy Show, Don Vic, all y'all putting it down. Peace.
Peace, love, and respect. Have a blessed day. Free the jail.